Kids, today I'm going to show you how to make I'm going to do my little necklace out of a couple of these little berries. That piece of broken computer chip that's been bleached out. I have as tools, I have, a couple of different tools that I got from the school studio, which are, nice pliers. You can order these online from Michael's. They don't have any grip on them, so that's kind of cool. They won't scar it. This is a really nice one to have because you can bend the jewelry, bend nice circles, and it's not going to hurt your piece. Again, with these, you can also grab things and wrap, so it's not going to have scarring, and you keep a roundness to things. I might want myself a little clamp. Those are good to have, just in case I want to soften some things. All right, so what I'm going to do first, and I'm going to have to cut all this up, but I'm going to braid 3 different colored wires together. I got some brass and some red, because the red is going to actually bring out the berries. And what's also kind of cool is the red is the opposite on the color wheel from the green, so we'll get a really nice contrast. And there's also some very little thin pieces of red in there that you might be able to see that actually will probably be drawn out once I braid the wire. I'm going to braid this, and a lot of you kids, particularly you girls, you know how to braid pretty well. But instead of just having the straight wire from the factory, I like to put a braid on it. It's going to kind of make the wrapping a little bit more unique. So I'm just going to take some time to braid this up. Keep it nice and loose. Not going to get too crazy. Some of you girls who really know how to braid the hair, you might really spend some more time doing something like this. And you don't even have to braid it, but what it's doing for me is it's going to give a little bit of uniqueness and personality to the wire. When it comes right off the spool, it can be a little bit boring and predictable, I guess. So I just want to have a little bit more fun with it than not. So that's going to get wrapped this way. Yeah, this tape is coming down. So I'm just going to quickly braid this together. I probably don't even need this on here anymore. I'm just going to keep braiding. And if I miss a dealio, I don't care. Now you could do this with that bracelet rope kids use all the time to make friendship bracelets. That's always kind of a cool thing too. But I just wanted to do this with the wire just for the heck of it. Probably because the computer chip thing kind of speaks to the use of the wire. I don't want to be too contrasting in my material. You could also use those berries to, you got to crush them up. This is the time when a lot of those things can be dried out. All right, there we go. This one off. You need a bit of nippers. Again, hammering this out is going to give it a little bit more unique character. It's not going to look so factory drawn. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so that's that. So let's see. Now, what I was kind of thinking is I would try and surround this with this. So what I'll do is I'll just put it in here. And I'm just going to kind of work it. Work it now, work it. Now, it may not be the nicest looking bracelet, necklace-y or ornament-y thing in the world, but I'm good with it because it's just kind of an experiment for me to have fun with. All right, so let's see. Now, I'm definitely thinking off the top of my head here, so what I now need to do is I got to figure out how I'm going to join this together. I think I'm going to make this into a little face and let these braids sort of be her little, let those be braids because it's braided. That's totally right. So what I have to do is I'm going to hot glue these down to her, and I'm just going to make that decision because sometimes you just got to make a decision in life, and I'm going to do that. So I'm going to put some hot glue on there and I'm just going to drop that bad Larry right down there. Take the other one. See what that can go. Alright. And we're going to drop that one down there. So now she's got some googly eyes. Barney Google with the googly eyes. And so now we have some googly eyes. Okay. So now I'm looking at this, right? And I'm going to have to glue this hair to the lady. So what I'll do is I'm going to have to pinch this a little bit better. Give that a little crunch. Alright. We've got to let those beads, those little things dry a little bit. So we're going to have to let that dry a little bit. In the meantime, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to draw a hole. I'm going to need a smiley face because she's a smiling girl. She's a happy little camper. These are called keyless chuck drills. Don't drill into your parents' table. Always let the tool do the work, okay? Yeah, and maybe I'll use some wires that give her bangs. My daughter used to wear bangs when she was little. Get this up and running, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold it carefully like this. I'm just gonna wang it with a little bit of hot glue on the back, just to get her set. So I have to be very careful with these big hot glue guns because they can really burn you. So you might want to get a smaller glue. They do make glue guns that are less painful if you get them on your hands. But I'm an experienced glue master, so, and I have pretty rough hands and I'm used to getting burned all the time. Oh, getting burned, man! Let's flip it over and see what we look like. Yeah, she's looking kind of cute. She's got a little little style going on there. Yeah, she likes a good hairdo, so I'm not gonna let her come out looking all tanky bogus. Tanky bogus is the name my mom used to call us if we didn't tuck in our shirts. You look like tanky bogus, so it's almost like tucking your shirt, shows a little bit of integrity. All right, so we're just gonna have to let this settle, and you know, again, if you have any questions, you can message me, you know, with the school email. It'll take a while, but I'll be looking at it pretty much all through the day. I'm on the clock, you know, 8:30 to 3:30, so I'll be looking at those emails all day long. So if you do have needs to question me, I will respond. It may not be right away, but I'll do my level best to get to you as soon as I can. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit more glue on this area. So what I'll do, I have this handy dandy little vise. So what I'll do is, actually this is kind of cool. I'll clamp her in there to get the hair nice and tight against her face. Now what I wanted to do was hold this in place. I want to glue the top part first, right? So I could get it where it belonged, and I needed to let it cool down so I can clamp here. Otherwise it would have erupted that other area. So I'm going to just put that down there, and I'm going to add some more glue in this area. That'll really pull her hairdo in a little bit cooler. Hey, she's going to be looking kind of cool. What I'll do is I'll be able to then bend her little hairdos up almost like a little Pippi Longstocking groovy little thing maybe. I don't know. But she's going to be kind of cool. She reminds me of a little, I don't know, imagine if you took your English class, you know, your English class is going to like do some creative writing or something. Maybe you make a little lady like this and write a poem about her. That would be kind of a neat way to bring the two assignments together, you know. You need to get a story starter, and that just might be a way to do it. Well, there's some nice pieces of wood in here that I could probably, let's see what shakes out. Ooh, it's a really pretty piece of sea glass. I mean, that's actually, let's see, would that make a nice little, oh, that could make a nice note. Oh gosh, look at that. All right, all right, I'm gonna bring this up here because that the iPhone thing. That's a little piece of pottery that I found. I probably found this. My wife finds tons of them, makes Julia. This little piece of pottery that we find on the beach. Those are fun to find, little blue pottery. So I can see that. That's going to make a nice nose. All right, so now what I just found was this. That's a little transformer. I think they're little transformers from an old, or resistor from an old. I actually pulled this out of a very, very old radio made back in the 80s. And look at those colors. Isn't that cool? So I think that's going to make a great mouth. Let's see. Oh yeah, baby. Okay, so let's see. I think, yeah, I can take that off. All right, let's just hold this up and we'll look at it for a second. Okay, so I got her. And I think this will be her nose. Right? We got a little nose thing. And then this transformer can be her mouth. Now it's funny, maybe I'll keep these square. I'm definitely going to keep those square things. I don't want to cut those off. All right, so now we're going to get to that. All right, let's see. I'm going to get the hot glue gun. Again, you got to be careful. You don't want to burn yourself. A little glue on there. Okay, I'm going to drop that right in there. Okay. Is the light good on that? Yeah, okay, so there's her. All right, so now I can really explore how her mouth is going to be. All right, cool. Reminds me of like a little Bart Simpson character or something. Some crazy little squirrely thing. Ooh, it's almost like a little mustache, like a Dali, Salvador Dali. I don't like his work. He's talented, but he creeps me out. Some people really like it. It's that surreal stuff, which is, I've never... It's funny, when I was younger, I really was fascinated by Dali. But the more I've grown in my life, it's not something I'm interested in looking at anymore. It seems very, kind of has a perverse level to it, so I'm not big into Dali anymore. For some reason, I like things to be joyful. I kind of been around the bend a couple times, and I think joy is the better way to do things. Art should be a healing opportunity. So, yeah. Come on. Come on, baby. Now, the more I've been building this, I was going to make a little necklace, but now that I'm building it, it might make just a little wall charm. Maybe I could find a cool shell that could come up over here, so it'd be like a little thing I could put on the wall, and maybe, someplace to drop. If you're a lady, you could drop your earrings in it. Maybe you find a special coin on the beach or something that's kind of special that someone gave you, a little trinket. Maybe it could just be something that holds something up on the wall. You could put a little hanger and hang it. Could go in my rearview mirror. So anyways, let's take a look at this. It's still drying. Come on, that's cool. You can't tell me that's not cool. Hey, this is a good way to think about it. Let's say I want to make this, this is again for my puppet kids, the kids who are going to be building characters and stuff. That line drawing, we call it a contour line drawing, where you work really, really quickly. So you might have your brother, sister do a little pose, and then take 10 seconds to just do a little squirrely line, like just a little loose lyrical line. And I could probably do that, attach her like this, and then maybe I'll start adding things to her body, much like this, and then I can have her standing up on a table or something. So anyways, that's going to be my demo for the day. Go out and have some fun. Keep your 6 feet distance. Be safe. Listen to your parents. Clean your room. Take out the garbage. Love you. And here's the final product for this demo. It's kind of cool little gal. Nice little curly cute. See, that's almost starting to allude to the shoulders. Alright. Peace, love, out. Over and out.